Sometimes our knees ache before we train, and there's a couple things that we can do to really rule out whether or not training is appropriate that day. I'm gonna give you some really low risk things that we can do, and if they improve that sensation in the knee, great, we're good to train. If not, we might be better off seeing a professional and finding out what's going on. Let's check out the first exercise. Wall sits are a great thing for us to do before we squat, even if our knees aren't particularly hurting that day. They do a really good job of activating our quads and the muscles about the knee and lubricate that joint, really getting it ready for more intense compression or activity. And another thing that it's gonna do is this isometric contraction tends to show our body, if there isn't anything major going on, that it's okay for these muscles to be active and for these joints to be working, which is exactly what we want. Once we've established a safe isometric, like a wall sit, it's really important that we start to test out movements. And doing so without massive compressive loads, like let's say a back squat, are ideal. So here's a great one that we can start with. This is called a banded TKE step down. So we have a band anchored in front of us to the back of our knee. We have a box that we're standing on, and really important, we have a PVC pipe so that if there's too much stress through the joint, we can lean into it and prevent ourselves from potentially making an achy knee worse. This part is really important. From here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our knee totally locked out. And while keeping our heel in contact with the ground, we're gonna let our knee drift forward. Once our heel touches on the ground, we drive back up to the top. It's also really important that we fully lock out every time. The band is going to ensure that we get a little bit more quad activation, which again, if we're trying to do more stressful exercises, is a really good thing. So from here, you'll probably do about 8 slow reps on each side for about 2 sets. Anytime we're doing something as a warm-up, I like to keep in mind that we are trying to activate, not annihilate. You don't want to go to failure here. We just want to get the muscles and joints warmed up and ready for something like squatting. So next time your knees are feeling dumb, do this stuff. Do it.